My question is to you: what got you into it? Who
Well,
was there an influence? Was there someone who told you they should do it, or did you just feel like, why not? Why not start streaming?
so in terms of the streaming, um, the reason I really started doing that was obviously was around the time when I got to know you anyway. So it was just when the pandemic hits, which was like 5 years ago now, which is just
Yeah, it's
insane. It's
crazy.
absolutely insane. I can't believe it's that long ago.
I know.
But yeah, so that just hit, and obviously everything was so up in the air, and you know, I could be quite introverted sometimes. Like some days where I just want to spend time by myself, whether it's watching something or just gaming. Like I just like shut myself off, put my phone down for like 3 or 4 hours, and I just focus on it. It's really good for me. But there's a lot of times where I want to spend time with friends, and one of my favorite things has always been obviously I've always been big into games, but I've always really enjoyed gaming with a group. So but not even necessarily online, but just in person. So just like you have like a friend over for like 2-3 hours, and you're playing even if it's like just a single player game, and just being sat there with them on the couch, just chatting, talking about the game, to talk about anything. I've always really enjoyed that. So when the pandemic hit, the original reason I started streaming is because I thought, well, this is the closest thing to that I can do, because can't see my friends at the moment. So people in the past have liked watching me play games because I'm like okay at most games. Like, I'm good at some games and I'm okay at others, and they just enjoy watching me play games. Like, I've played through all the From Software games like Dark Souls and Sekiro, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. And one of my partners is often will just sit down and watch me do it. So that's why I started streaming. I just thought it could kind of scratch that itch, but also just be just fun as well, which it turned out to be fun, because I've met a few people on it. Obviously met you. If I hadn't started streaming, I wouldn't have met you, and I wouldn't be talking to you right now, which is really weird when you think about it. But in terms of the video editing, like the actual scripted stuff on YouTube, I mean that comes from a long time ago. This is back when it's back when I was at university, which was when I started in 2008, and I changed courses after the first year because I realised programming was no longer for me, and so I had to do a further 3 years. And during that time, I ended up finding all these online video makers. Obviously everyone knows the Angry Video Game Nerd, which I'd watched before anyway. But obviously him, as much as it pains me to admit, the Nostalgia Critic, who I can't stand his content. I just can't. Like I always find it really tragic because he's got all this workspace. He literally has a warehouse, like they have a studio to film in. And you look at other people, either from the same era or that have come afterwards, that just makes like such better content, or have like evolved their content. And you see his stuff, and it's just like exactly the same thing that he was making when I first got into him. It's like, that was a long time ago now. It's like over 10 years. Like, evolved. So I don't like his stuff anymore. But people like him, and someone who had a major effect on me was Noah Antweiler, the Spoonie one.
Yeah.
Who unfortunately doesn't make content anymore, but I think that's probably best for his mental health, because I know he really struggled at one point and then stopped making content. But I've seen him on some streams with some other people. I can't remember the guy's name now, but one of the first videos of Spoonie that I really got into was his Phantasmagoria 2 Let's Play, which is still one of the better Let's Plays on YouTube, I think, just because it's genuinely funny. And the guy, the actor that played Curtis, who's the main character, has his own channel now and does streams. And he had Spoonie on there, and he interviewed him, which was really surreal. Like, especially watching those back in the day, it was like really strange to see. And he's been on a few streams with them, and he just looks like he's doing really good now. But anyway, that's a quite a tangent. But yeah, people like that, you know, kind of got me into it. I think because, you know, you're watching the videos, find them entertaining, and I just thought they just looked like a lot of fun to do. The stuff I originally made is gone now and will never be seen again because it was awful. Because it was a very young, like early 20s. Not even, this was like 20-year-old, 21-year-old. Because, you know, people think that when you're 21 years old, you've suddenly like matured and figured your life out. But 21-year-olds, no, 21-year-olds, sorry, no, absolutely fuck all.